Hello, hello. Sorry, I was getting my tea. That's the wrong ear, isn't it? So, I have some work to finish. And therefore, you have reruns to watch until I'm actually done. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. All right. So we're just going to be markering stuff up, you know? That's where we're at right now. So thank you all for joining. Kids are extremely silent today.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm making a statement. That's all. Extremely silent, which is fine. It is Monday. Now everybody's asleep. Right? Right. But I have a couple cards I need to finish, and then we'll get back to drawing ninjas. That's where we're at, ninjas. But like I said, as of right now, you guys get to see the reruns of things. Right, these are old YouTube videos. That's what we're doing today, old YouTube. Hey, Miss Ebony, how's it going? Hey, look, I think you showed up. I think you're there. They finally accepted you again. Ha. So as I was saying earlier, I have a couple of things I need to finish. Some pro work that I can't show everybody, but I needed to get it done. So I figured what I could do is, keep a old YouTube video going. Hey, an old YouTube video going, and finish my cards. And then we can talk, and I can't, there it is, It was single digit. No, now you should be able to change your ninja, right? Isn't that you? Who is this? Nope, that's not you. What in the world? Why are you not here? Single digit, did you ban her from my stream avatar somehow? Because this is beyond weird. And I've found no explanation anywhere online that kind of explains why you would be, excluded. Makes no sense. Do what now? Miss Ebony is no longer like a mod. Like I don't know why she's not on our thing. Like she doesn't pop up anymore, and I don't know why. You sure? What do you mean? Did I check stream avatars? And as I said already earlier today, gotta finish up some cards, and so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Is anything serious lately? No, I haven't done anything new. I just checked to see if anything was, looks weird. If there was, I noticed that there are some bots on the banned list. But I didn't do any of that. Hey, look, it's me showing other. Anyway, so I don't know. No idea. So I'm gonna have to keep searching on the intrawebs to see what's going on, or maybe I can just message them. I don't know. It's really weird that it's just her. Makes no sense. So yeah, I'm finishing cards. I'm just waiting for the Wonder Man pun. So we're not watching you in real time? No. You're watching me in real time. You're not watching anything on the stream in real time. Reading all the Battle Royale. No, I gotta finish these cards because I need to get them in the mail tomorrow. So I'm gonna finish them, and we're gonna knock those out, and then I'll come back to drawing. You get to see it live. That one's easy. The green dude's easy. Why did I draw him so much? For as much as I don't like Wolverine, I sure do draw him a lot. I don't understand why. Well, see, I really didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to stream today. You know, in order to finish. You know, in order to finish these cards. So I was like, I've done this before. Single Digit can attest. He generally makes fun of me for me. He makes fun of me when I have to do this. But I've done this before where I can still be on, right? But we'll just watch some old videos that I've already done. It shouldn't be too long. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it doesn't take too long. Let's see my favorite. But I got to see my favorite girl. What? I spent too much on the weekend. Oh. What'd you buy? Like, did you buy art? Did you buy her art supplies, or did you just spoil her on paints and paint? No, okay. Yep. So I got, I bought stuff for Is It Worth It? So I bought the Artist Loft markers that was requested of me, and I'm so mad at how expensive these are. They're Michael's brand markers, and I'm so mad at how expensive they are. It's insane. And then because Wonder Boss was there, and I was like, eventually I have to do one on these guys. But, you know, I was like, I don't really want to do it. You know, like, you guys know my stance on Copic. No. And so I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. And she's like, oh, you should just do it. Just go ahead and buy it. So I bought them. They stink. Oh, great. Good to know. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how they pan out. Mostly because it was funny because Wonder was like, yo, yeah, you can just go ahead and, because I was going to buy the 20 set, and then I saw that it was like $75. I was like, what? And so I was like, there's no way I'm buying this. Like, no, just no. And she's like, well, you could return them once you use them if they're not good. I was like, I don't think that's the way that works. You know, I was like, I'm pretty sure they're not just gonna take back a pack of open markers. So, but I was like, that's why we're gonna go ahead and get this pack of 6 markers that cost $20. I was like, $20 for 6 markers. That's insane. That is crazy when you think about all the markers that are out there, like Ohuhu, which literally will give you 320 markers for $130. And then you got these guys who are like, oh well, it's a lot of money for 6. I was not happy with that situation. I was like, and what was really funny, because I was like, she's like, why don't you just go ahead and buy them? And I was like, because my videos don't make me $78 a video, so until then, I'm not trying to invest like that. And I was like, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to invest like that. It's just not the way it works. Hey, Bakia, sorry about not getting you measurements. Today was crazy. Today became crazy, so I didn't have the opportunity to. But tomorrow. Okay, so we have 2 scalpels. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow I got you. I was thinking about it all day today, but you know, I had to take the Halloween thing off my window, so I had to get that painting off the window. Then I had to start the one for November, which was a request, and it's gonna be hard. It's so hard. But yeah, and then I had to teach class, so it's just. And dude, no, that was the boss. It was like you get that off the window, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, because normally it's at least a day or two before I'm like, all right, I'll take this off and go to the next one, but nope, not this time. Plus the boss is in a very Christmassy mood. So what's up, AG? So we're kind of skipping over Thanksgiving decorations. The window itself is not the window is going to be Transformers, because that was the request that we had from a young boy who was like, oh, you should do Bumblebee. So it's like, all right, cool. So I'm doing Bumblebee and Shockwave because it's Shockwave. How goes it, AG? You doing all right? Looney Tunes on there at one point. I think so. I was like, I think so. Looney Tunes. Hey, did we have Looney Tunes on the windows? Children that are down here.
No.
Did we have Looney Tunes on the window at one point?
I remember.
No? I don't think so. Now that I say, I'm like, I don't think so. Upgrading to Windows 11 before I get to. Oh, is that what Windows wants me to do? Windows was yelling at me earlier and was like, "You have an upgrade. When do you want to do it?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I'm hoping it lets me wait until it works out all its issues. Always being broken and stuff. Know what I mean? I mean, it's not always broken, but it's always broken, let's be honest. Every time those new updates come out, you're just like, God. They're like, why? So, AG, what page are we on now? Oh, hold on. We can see if that works. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Maybe that would work. $43 for the question mark. Here's the current page before tomorrow. Nice. Another question question mark. I'm really contemplating. It's like I'm really contemplating this whole doing Ninja Empire as a webtoon, but because everything is normally, when you look at a comic, you still read it top to bottom, right? So why can't you just do a webtoon, right? Because I really think that it's only on when you start doing like double page spreads and stuff that the orientation changes. So as long as you keep that in mind, like if you actually want to do a traditional comic, all you have to do is keep the splash pages in mind, and you should be able to do a webcomic no problem. So I'm gonna test that theory out here soon.
Do you wish you had enough money so that you could go to space as a joke?
No.
Oh.
I mean, wait, yes. Yes, that would be great if I had that much money to go to space as a joke, yes.
What if you couldn't? That'd be cringe.
Well, I already can't, so,
Well, you can't prove it.
Hulk. Hulk. Drawing the Hulk. Like, I'm really just trying to see how I can maximize everything. You know what I mean? Like, how can I get the most out of the least amount of work, I guess. That's what we're really going for, right? That's what everyone's going for. How was everyone's Halloween? I didn't see most of you guys yesterday. I did have a stream. It was weird. Nice. That didn't work. Why? Ah, man. This is very frustrating as to why Miss Ebony has been like blocked from Streamlabs. Or not Streamlabs. Because I've logged out of Stream Avatars. I'm wondering if it's on your end, because do you have to log in to the Stream Avatars? Is that maybe it? Maybe you logged out of Stream Avatars and that's why it's not recognizing you? Can you go back to the main page and see if it's asking you to join or something like that?
Is that the light shield? What?
Sean,
Yeah.
time for bed.
I think he's killing you. He is. He's a little angry. You know, you're supposed to not die.
I was trying to leave.
So you're supposed to die if you're trying to leave?
No, I was just trying to leave.
Joshua,
Hmm?
stop it.
I didn't know it would make it so good.
Sign out and log back in. I'm late. Wait, is that you? Who's this? Nope, that's AG. That's me. Single digit. Epic Butch. Quick access. Nope. Oh no, are your powers of moderation gone too?
Hooray.
I'm modding her and then... Oh, there it is. But see, that's the thing. It recognizes her as a mod because, like, what is it? Like Epic Butch or AG can't start a battle royale. So Streamlabs, I mean not Streamlabs, but Stream Avatars recognizes her as a mod. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. So the machine itself recognizes, but won't let her be there. She's invisible. Single digit is one. Rigged. Yeah, I had one. Well, this one's old, but yeah, I had a talk with Mark. Yeah, for a while. We were working together for a while. Like, he was asking for help, so I was helping him with his art for a while, and then he's like, "I'm good." I check on him from time to time, see how he's doing. This was in Norfolk days, so at least 2 years ago. Now, at least 2 years now. Thank you for the mute. We'll go to the next one. Maybe. Oh, really? Wow. Tell him to do some work. They're like, do some work, you lazy bum. Tell him, you can tell him that I'm mad at him for not ever coming back. Because he was like, oh yeah, well, I'll come back later on in the year and we can resume, right? Because he was just looking for someone to help him stay motivated and stuff. And it seemed like it was going well for a while, but then, you know, work and stuff like that, so. I was enjoying it. He works at a warehouse. Ugh. Doodly doodly doo. That sucks. Warehouse working. That wasn't looking good. There we go. That's better. Oh, really? When does he work? And can you guys hear the music? Kind of adjusted some stuff, so I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Hey, look. Someone that I know made this. I was like, oh, look at that. Who could that possibly be? This is one of my speed paint videos where they were just streams, and I was just like, I'll talk the story over top of it. Which is funny because I'm gonna be looking for a new platform for doing art. I think it's gonna be TikTok because right, it only has to be 3 minutes, so you can do stuff a lot faster. But because doing the art videos here doesn't seem to be getting a lot of attention, so I'm gonna go back to TikTok. Yup, that's your work. Oh yeah? I mean I was doing pretty good on TikTok, but then it's just trying to make sure that it works. Like because I'm always trying to figure out like what should I be doing on TikTok? Like, should I just be doing art? And what I realized on TikTok is that, what I don't need to do? I don't need to have finished work to get attention, right? Like, it's just it's like a living sketchbook. So I can post, it's like, oh, look, I did this drawing. And people will be like, oh, cool. Right? And I'm like, oh, sweet. You like that? All right. Right? Like, I did something at a convention. It was not the best shot and anything like that, but people really liked it. I'm like, okay, I see that this is, it's a different type of format. People enjoy it. It's kind of like your sketchbook, So I was like, you know what? This might be the one for me where I can come in and just go, hey, look at what I did, and it'd be perfectly fine. And I'd be all kinds of okay with that. So we're gonna be kicking that back off in a little bit, trying to make that something that works. So you know? So I could do, like, I've seen people literally come in and scribble, you know, like what I used to do at the very beginning of these, and that would be it. Like, once they hit the pose and they started filling it in a little bit, not inked, not colored, not clean lines, but, you know, it was recognizable, and you're like, oh, that's what this is gonna be. And then that was it. It was like a minute or something like that. And people were like, oh, cool. So I'm like, I can break up some of these, right? Just break up some of these old videos and be like, all right, here. Which is what I should be doing. But I think I went ahead and got rid of all of the streams. Because normally when I'm recording, because I'm recording at the same time here. So as I'm recording, it only records certain things from Streamlabs. So I think from here on out, that's what's going to happen. I don't use the TikTok. It is a hole, though. Once you get started and you find, once you find 2 or 3 people that you're like, I like these people, TikTok starts giving you everything. You know, and they're just like, hey, here is a whole bunch of stuff that you might like. And it's like, whoa, this is cool, and that's cool, and this is cool, and that's cool. The next thing you know, you've spent, 2-3 hours just looking at other people's TikTok. You're just like, wow, what just happened? So, you know, one of them ones. Let's see. Come on, Wolvie. I like a lot of art stuff. Yeah, I keep getting happy girl dancing. Really? I do not. I'm like, I do not get that. Which I'm not even remotely complaining about. This is definitely not the color I wanted there. Okay. I guess we'll have to do this one. That's not it either. Melon yellow? Yeah, that's the one we want. Now I need to fix this. Hey, you. I saw that.
No, definitely did not.
I saw it. Okay, so we gotta let that one sit for a minute until that dries. That was just the wrong color. Sounds like reels, and I've weaned myself off. Yeah, no, that's true. That's very true. It's pretty much just like that. What I've seen is that a lot of people have, like a lot of people bring over their TikToks for reels, right? And they double dip. Double dip. But like, it can be up to 3 minutes. Yeah. One thing that I've realized is that, like I just like the idea that I can make something really short and it'd be okay. Like, shorts can only be a minute, which is also fine, but like if you needed like a minute and a half, you can get a minute and a half. How may I help you? Huh? Well, because so that it doesn't just speed through and hurt people's face. See, they can't see this, right? Because I'm there. So the thing is that right now I'm working on stuff that I can't show anybody. And I need to get it done because I need to get it in the mail tomorrow. So instead of not streaming, I put some old videos on. I get to work on this, I get to talk to them, and then when I'm done, I switch it over. So that's the plan. All I do is double dip. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. I mean, you kind of have to, right? Because it's just, like I said, there is no real platform for us to where you can just, there is no platform for artists. Artists have gone into other platforms like YouTube. They, for their, I just found out for their, like, they're doing a lot of stuff for their gamers who do live stream, which is going to benefit everybody else. Like, you're going to be able to do raids now soon, and they actually have a feature to where you can I did. They're gonna have a feature now where you can clip a part of your YouTube video or your live stream, and then it automatically shrinks and formats it for shorts. So that's pretty cool. So when you have something really cool happen, you can clip it, and then it's like, oh, nice. Like I thought that was pretty cool. So they're trying. No, yesterday I triple. Really, where do you put it? So it's Instagram, TikTok. Where else? And yesterday, I don't know what was going on. Everything was kind of going weird yesterday. So it was just, oh, and Twitter. Okay. It was one of those ones where I'm like, you know what? It'll be better. It's going to be better to stop than to get super, super mad with how things are not working right. Oh, that's right. I kept certain markers over there because they were dying. Oh, I don't know how many more. Gosh, it seems. The crazy part is, right? Like I had 30 of them to do. When I started the stream, I had 15 more to finish, right? And I had penciled and inked them already. So it's like, all right, it shouldn't be that bad, right? But it feels as though I'm like, oh my goodness, I still got like 1 million to go. But what I'm realizing is I really don't like doing sketch cards. Which is always funny because I keep coming back to that. I'm like, I don't really like doing sketch cards, but I keep doing them because it's a real easy thing to do. I got like 1 billion left to do. This is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still got 9 to do. Man. So Wikia, I think I may have found a way to do the the independent convention that I was talking about, like independent work convention. I think I found a way to do it, and it not cost me an arm and a leg to do. Now I just really gotta find out if they're willing to do it. Creator Con, yes, that. Yes, it's like Creator Con, kind of, but definitely more. Less the idea of like being in a high school and having kids do it, but I mean maybe still. But the idea where it's just there is no fan art. We keep talking about how everyone's like, we need new stuff, new content, blah 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 blah. So now it's like, all right, well, here you go. Now's your chance, right? That's my plan, is to get it so that we have a convention. Starts out small, and hopefully, we can be like, all right, we're gonna make it grow. And it's no fan art. You can do fan art, right? You can do your fan art, but there is no. Like, you can do fan art as a commission, I mean. So if someone comes up and they're like, man, we really like your work, can you draw Batman? Then yes. But you will not have anything as far as work. Like portfolio work. Where's my yellow? Where'd my yellow go? Huh. I lost my yellow. Well, I mean, like I said, that's the plan. We're gonna do something like, where the hell did my yellow go? That's bananas. I had my yellow here. I guess we'll use this yellow. Still yellow. I'm hoping that I can count on you. No, Mr. Wikia. Where I last put my yellow. Yeah, I thought I did. But, it's all good. Moving on. Hey, look, I'm telling you I'll be right back. But I promise you, I'm right here. Haven't gone anywhere. And the thing is, it's going to be local to us. So what I figured, so I don't know if you know about the library that's down here, the Sherwood Hall Library. They have a pretty decent size, like meeting room, or, they got a pretty good size room. And the thing is that, correction, it's on page 41. Okay. They got a pretty decent sized room, right? That you can just reserve and do whatever you'd like. Well, I'm trying to talk to the actual library. I got the person's contact, right? Because I was like, you guys have the ability to do a really cool library con, right? But that's if we want them to try to, fund some things. But if not, right, as long as we don't charge entrance, we can go in there and do stuff. So, but the thing that I want to make sure is that we can sell things, right? So I'm going to involve them in there, and that allows it to be free for all of us, because they got tables and chairs and they got all that stuff, and we just go, hey, we want to do this library convention, but we make it so that it is just house park. Oh, there's plenty of parking. They have their own parking lot. Well, I don't think it's gonna be that big. I mean, it'd be great if we were able to shut down the freaking the convention, which would be great, right? If we did it once, we promote it, and we're like, all right, cool, like this is what we're doing, and then they're like, yo, look, we need to shut this down because there's too many people here. I mean, there could be nothing better than that. But that's all the stuff I still need to find. Like, what's the capacity limit? Could we get more rooms? But if we could get something, like, I would love to be like, look, admissions is free, but we need your help, right? We want to make sure that we can keep this going. We can fly in a guest or something like that. Something like, just something fun like that. And so you do a Kickstarter and you have like prints, right? Exclusive prints. And then at the end there's a little shop at the, for the convention, right? And then it's like, all right, well, this is for the convention, and so people can purchase things, and it literally will go to bring someone in next time, right? So I just think that it would be a really cool, fun idea to have a convention that allows people to come in, see real work from local people at first, right? And it's like, these are all our local artists. You want to see something new? Here you go. And then, maybe even support. So that's my plan. Like, I'm going to be pushing on that here in a little bit, because I don't know if 2022, if anyone's like, if the library is going to be like, hey, we don't want to do something big like that during COVID and stuff like that, which is perfectly understandable, but if we could top of your list of people. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There's absolutely no question with that. Especially since, like, if we can, if it becomes something bigger, we're like, all right, we're gonna have a 2-day convention, and then we make it so that we tell the local schools and be like, look, here's this event that's happening. We got these professionals coming in, and we got all this stuff happening. You guys can come in for free, right? Everyone can come in for free. I want to have a convention that actually gives back to the people. Like, the fact that it costs, like, if you want to get into AwesomeCon for all 3 days to try and experience it, it's like $85 per person, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. $85 per person to walk through the door, and that's like 2 and up, right? So if for me, like, I want to bring my kids in, but I can't, right? Because it's like pretty much you look at like $100 per person, and when I'm rolling with 6 kids, that's 7 people. That's $700 almost just to get through the door. Like, they haven't done anything. We haven't eaten. We haven't anything. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. So why can't we do a convention that will have some really cool people, have artwork that is absolutely 100% authentic, like, oh no, this is mine. I did this, not Marvel, not DC. I might work for Marvel or DC or Image, but this is all me, right? And you can support them directly, and you can come in with your family for free. Like, if that would be something that I could continue, you know, like start a culture where it's like, look, we're going to keep this free, but we need your help in order to keep it free, right? And that whether that's buy stuff from the store, which I think would probably be the best, right? It's like, no, you don't need to, you can donate money if you want to, but what we really would need is for you to buy something from the store. You know, just buy something from the store. It's Monday, men's night. I know no one else is here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? Like, that would be really cool. Sounds like you need Tony Khan to fund it, man. If Tony Khan came in and was like, yo, I like your idea, here's some money. But see, at that point, if you have Tony Khan funding, you know what I mean? It's like, look, just, I barely need any money. Right? In the sense of what he would be doing. Like, I barely need any money. But this might be something to where it's like, all right, let's go a little bit further. Let's see if we can't rent an actual space. Right? And then maybe it's like you get a group of people, like a group of artists, right? You get a group of artists who are willing to support like the cause, you know, and they're like, yeah, I want to do this and have a convention that, you know, perpetuates the art, and I can bring in my own stuff, and everyone who comes in knows, right? You're not getting Spider-Man, right? I mean, you can get Spider-Man, but you're not going to get a print of Spider-Man. Like, that's the whole point, right? But you have some people who are like, yeah, I'm interested in supporting this, and then you go, all right, everyone who's interested in really supporting this, you know, you put in $300, right? And then we go, all right, it's $300. So it would be like purchasing a table, but that's how we fund the convention the first time, right? If it was like, oh, well, there's this space here that we can rent that would get us even closer or to like real status. Like, maybe there's a connection within like Fairfax County or something like that, and it's like, hey, you could rent this mini convention center over here. It's going to cost this much money, and, you know, everyone's like, all right, well, I'm going to say for my table, I'm going to give $300, right? And then you get a table or something special, you know, the bigger table. But I don't know, like, I'm still in the development phases as far as where to go, but I know what I want to do. And the first place is to go to this library and see if we can't work something out there, because the parking's good, bus stops right across the street, right? So you get off the metro and then jump on the bus. If for some reason it's like, holy crap, there's a lot of people coming, which, you know, I'm not diluting myself in any means, but I'm just saying, you know, if it starts, people are like, oh, we're coming from all over the place. Well, that can be figured out later based on cost and rent and overall budget, right? But, oh my goodness, but see, here's the thing. Like, if you know, you start off and it's free, right? Think about if you could keep the convention free, right? How awesome would that be? I mean, it would definitely piss off a lot of showrunners and stuff, but I'm just saying, like, think about if you could keep maybe it's just, you know, you're still like, hey man, we're just a small time convention. We're not really doing anything big. We don't have any celebrities coming in. We don't, you know, we're not doing any of that. So that's why we don't need to charge an arm and a leg, because we're really only bringing in artists, right? And to be honest, most artists will just like, look, if you just come in and be like, look, I can pay for your flight, and I can pay for your you know, your hotel and stuff like that, and, you know, especially if you're like, oh, this is our super celebrity guest person, right? Super celebrity person, and you're like, we'll pay for your meals too because you're our super celebrity. But you're not really paying for anybody to come in. You could keep it free. Oh my goodness. And then, if you're like, look, we've made enough money through sales and donations and whatever else, right? Not scholarships, grants or something like that, or like, look, we've made it so that we can actually keep this convention free. And then you tell people like up front, you're like, look, it's free for you to come in because we've been able to keep it free. But if you want it to stay free, you're going to have to, maybe you can donate. Maybe you can buy a print. Buy a print from us. Buy a shirt from us. I think that would be that. That would be good. It's not walking distance from the metro. Say it is not walking distance. You are correct. It is not walking distance. This is, but see, that's the thing. It's like, I fully intend to start really small, right? Just advertise and make sure that the localist people kind of know about it, and then just advertise everywhere and be like, look, it's not right on the metro station, but you can take the bus. And yes, location. I absolutely agree, and would make that a thing, but free. Gotta try and find something that at this point I can afford. Yeah, like I'm not trying to go like, hey, let's go super big. But if there's a means to be like, hey, there's this grant that's out there that you might be able to get a hold of, I wouldn't fight that either. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, wait. You mean to tell me that I can get X amount of money for putting on like a community event? See what I'm saying? Like, I think that there's a way to make this work if you actually think a little bit outside of the norm, right? And you go, I want to host a community event in this place. I want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to charge anybody. I want to keep it free. I would like to be able to do XYZ, and maybe the county itself goes, hey, we can give you this place, which is right next to the metro, or it's right next to this metro. Make it have a yard sale. Yeah, exactly. A yard sale community, exactly. Everyone comes in, has a good time, and not like over, like some conventions, they like, hey, we got a super DJ, and there's this huge stage and stuff like that. It's like, no, let's just keep it low key. Like, yeah, there's some music, maybe there's some music going, so it's not ever boring, but it's not like, oh my goodness, why are you blasting this music so loud? I can't speak to the customers because you guys are trying to have a jam party out there. So, but I think having more of a community feel would actually, we can start thinking about changing the way conventions are, because I'm just going, as a family man, granted I have a big family, but still, if you have, it's you, your significant other, and one or two children, right? And yeah, they're like, oh, we'll maybe some of them will like, we'll drop the price, right? And you're like, that's cool. You drop the price to like $40. It's still, you're still looking at almost $200. Yes, exactly. I thought that was a great size, right? It wasn't too big. We had some extra rooms, something small to where you can get, 20 or 30 guests in there, so that it's big enough. It's big enough so that when people come through, they're like, oh, this was really cool. But it's small enough to where if you wanted to sit, if you wanted to talk to one specific person for a while, you could. And you wouldn't be in anyone's way. Like just literally that small time feel, you know, like, oh, this one's for me. You know what I mean? Like this convention is, it's literally for me. And then, you know, you're like, look, it's not, it's really, it's not pop culture, right? Like we're not bringing in, we wouldn't bring in Sony, and we're not bringing in any of those people. And it would just be like, look, you know, maybe they would show up, which would be amazing, right? If it starts getting, you know, 2, 3, 4 years, something like that, and then all of a sudden, what happens is our little convention has gotten so much attention that now people are going, hey, you know what? We might be able to pick up some really cool, you know, product. We might actually find our next Netflix show, or our next, you know, toy line or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that would be freaking awesome if all of a sudden it's like, this is where you go to actually find, yes, this is where you go to pick up IPs. That would be awesome, right? And then to actually invite them, that would be something I would do. And be like, hey, we've got this convention that we do. It's not big. It's not, you know, it's nothing like that. You may have heard of it, blah, blah, blah. We would love for you to come. You know, it's like, hey, you know, and you don't need to pay for anything. Just come on out, see if there's anything here that you might like. And then deny them when they're like, hey, we would like to have a table. It's like, nope. Sorry. That goes against what we stand for. And then they come as like, we make or original IP. I'm like, I'm sure you do, but no. Sorry, you're not who we're catering to. But I mean, think about that, right? You're sitting there, you're hawking your wares, and then you find someone comes and talks to you, and you're like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, life's good. Right, and you're talking to them, and oh no, there we go. And they don't tell you, right? Like they don't tell you who they are or anything like that, and you're just chatting away, and then at the end they hand you, like, you know, they hand you some card, and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, what? Or you get picked up, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say you got your stuff out there, Bikia, right? And you're like, yeah, I do this, that, and the other thing. They're like, oh man, this is really good, and blah blah blah. We like what you've done here. We would like to talk about picking up Blackberrians because we think this is really cool. And you're like, who the heck are you? And then it's like, oh well, I'm a representative of like McFarlane Toys. Oh my goodness, that would be so awesome. Like that. Hot Toys picks up Blackberrians. Yes. Yes. You know, like, oh my goodness. I think that would be my, like that's my plan, you know, right? Like you just want to go forward and be like, I want to make it so that would be something that would happen. I would lose my mind if someone came, not to me, but if someone that attended and they're like, look, man, these people came by and they're like, hey, we want to pick up your product. That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. I would love every second of that. Your dreamer spirit. You know, the thing is that why not? You know, one thing that I've realized, and it's something that I've picked, you know, like I'm hopefully working on a project with Bikia, and it was a thing for me. I'm going, you know what, this seems like it's missing, right? Or this is a problem, and I would like to fix said problem. And mostly it's like I would like to fix said problem for me, right? Because that's where it is at first. And I think that's where most people kind of fail, right? They're like, I want to fix something. You know how they say, look at your market, see what's missing, and then make that? The problem with that theory is that everyone is looking to, everyone's kind of looking at trying to solve this huge problem. They're like, what's the biggest thing that's missing in my industry that I can fix? And it's like, well, what do you not like? Right? Like, what is it that you don't like? And I, like, for conventions, I'm going, you know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that it cost $1 gazillion to come to a convention. And us artists who are coming in there, busting our butt, we go in there, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, this is all nice and good, but I'm going to go over to Marvel and spend $600 on a whole bunch of stuff, but not with you, right? And you're just like, but come on now, like, why not? And he's like, nah, sorry, man. I would really like to have a platform or a format to where it's like, all right, show me what you got, right? And then it's on you. Then if there's no more complaining, right? No more complaining about, oh, well, if only these companies weren't here, or if only this wasn't happening, then you can't do that anymore, right? Because now it's like, it's on you. And you know what I think will happen? And this is the thing that really interests me, trying to plan and look for the future and stuff like that. What I see happening is what we did at AI, right? When I first got there, and I was looking at some of the the graduates, right? And I was disappointed. But what we then brought in was, you're gonna have to do something with your booth, right? Like, you can't just have a table. You got to do something with your booth. And I firmly believe that if you have a convention that is solely about your product, right? And you can't complain about people not liking your work, right? Like, well, I'm competing with all these print towers, and I'm competing with all these things that are just pandering to people and stuff like that. And it's like, nope, everyone has got their original art out, everyone's doing their own thing. Now it's up to you to stand out, right? And because of that, I think we would be able to get to see way more interesting booth setups, right? From us, the artist. Unlike going and you see all these fantastic booth setups from all the big companies, now you start seeing a variety of things happening from Artist Alley, because now it's no longer like, oh, I can get away with the typical banners, not banners, but here's my prints, my wall of prints, or I'm hiding behind this, or that no longer works, because you want to stand out. You have to stand out, so you're gonna have to have an interesting display as well to try and capture people's attention, which I think would be great. It'd be awesome. Because then also you can start doing things like a best in show and just have the fans vote. I mean, like, which product, or which product was captured your attention the most? Which one? Doesn't matter which one. And it's like, oh, okay. They look around. Maybe it's a story. Maybe it's the layout of your booth. Who knows? But you actually you're in charge. And I think that's something that I would love to see, right? There's no excuses. Now, granted, just because you have everything set up the right way, doesn't mean that people are gonna buy. That's another thing that you gotta combat. League of Legends on Netflix. Oh yes, it does. I forgot what it was actually, what it's called, but it looks really fun. It's coming out soon, right? November. Is it November 6th or something like that? It's coming out pretty soon. Run your faux sense. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's do that. No! It's the wrong button. Faux sense! Let's do it! Gotta try and make that money. But yeah. And AG, you said you like my dreamer spirit. That thing it comes from a place of I want to help out, right? And it's probably one of the main reasons why I stayed a teacher. It's not one of the reasons I became a teacher, but it's the reason I stayed a teacher. But good night. But I want to be able to help out and make stuff that people would like. And honestly, I want to make stuff that I would like. Be like, you know what? Excuse me. This is something that I want, and hopefully you'll want it too. Black? He ain't black. Like, you ain't black. But that's definitely not. So we want to come in with a little bit of darker. Where's my sands? Sands? Sands. Sands. I don't think that's the right color either. Anyway, but AG, I hope that oh, excuse me, I hope that you will also join us once this venture kicks off, because I mean, you've been working on that product for a hot minute, so join the dark side. Very true. Join us. And then we have to make sure that we don't become like that one convention. Was it fan something? Promises a lot of stuff, takes a lot of money, and then just disappears. Forgot what that was. I was really looking forward to that one. They were all like super inclusion and like, oh, it's gonna be great and we together and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden they're just like, yoink, took people's money and just dipped out. That was bad. T-minus 1 hour. 1 hour. I was hoping to already be done with these cards by then. But I think, oh, I've only got like 4 left. Made some great it was like great progress. Why? Because it's almost done. Witness the slow pan. Shows up more like the Order. So now we go to the next one. The Brown Order. It's like, don't do that. Fluorescent green, that's definitely not the color for you. Pure purple. Might be fun. Oh, and then to also make it like kid friendly, like, you know, super kid friendly. So at every table, right? Because you want to, what I found about conventions that are really kind of missing the mark, especially, you know, the big ones, where it's like it's a 3-day event. Hey, what's up, Mandala? It's a, you know, and it's like it's a 3-day event, and you know, the parents are there because they really want to be there, and stuff like that. And there's nothing exciting for the kid because it's like, well, I just spent, you know, $300-400 to get in through the door. I don't have a lot of money, right? But if you know, if everywhere you went at every table, there was something that the kids could take away, you know? Like, just something. You know what I mean? I think that would be great. Like, maybe it's you've done some pre-drawings or something, or you're willing to, you know, there's just something that would be able to be like, yo, that's cool. You know, just for the kids. So you can be like, oh, here you go. Bookmark. or something, you know, anything, so that they could go, like they could go home with a bag full of goodies, you know, that that the parents didn't have to pay for, right? And maybe it's just there's a group, right? It's like, oh, well, you have to go to these people. I think it would work really well if it was a big, you know, like a big convention. You have a bigger artist alley to where you can make it like a scavenger hunt. And it's like, these people all have stuff for you. You just have to go to their table and find them, right? Mandala, how's the work coming? How you doing? How's it going? Oh, oh. What's going about as well as you would think, a person whose hair is consistently on fire. Oh man. Well, when's the supposed release date? Is it almost upon you, to the point to where you're like, well, at least, you know, after once the next 14 days are over, then, you know, I can breathe again, eat good food and stuff like that? Or is it there's no end in sight, like we're gonna be working on this for a while? Pushed out twice now. So there's no end in sight. Got it. Doodle-doodle-doo. So I don't know if you guys, yeah, we talked about it. G.I. Joe, the Hasbro released their next wave of G.I. Joes, and I'm like, oh man, that Storm Shadow was awesome. And I'm like, why did it take y'all so long to do Storm Shadow? Like, oh man, why are you hiding? Here I thought I only had 2 left to do. Just keep coming. These cards, I swear. Development hell. No good. Like, no good. Unless, of course, it's something you like. Because some people really like that. You know, they like the stress. Some people don't. I mean, as far as being a designer, man, I love the development. Like, the development's the best part, you know, because you just making stuff up. I'm putting together some draft stuff for my special art project to keep art in heart. Okay. Like programming, making things work. I just don't like the overhead that comes with it. Yeah. I can understand that. But, you know, as a programmer, you are always in demand. You know, you might want to look into like being a game designer, a game design programmer, because then you can still do art. You probably would even love it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this person knows how to do art and program? Yes. Then the next thing you know, you're a technical designer, or a tech, yeah, you're a technical director. That's what I was looking for. Technical director. Also not the color I want. Ah, there it is. Salesman, project manager. Yep. Yep. Gotta be everything. Miss Ebony, I got the stickers in. They finally came in, so I'll be sending those out tomorrow. And then tomorrow also we'll be putting up a new vote. You can be on the lookout for that. Bam. So close. So close to being done. Okay, so we'll do him because he's. Yeah, I know, right? This batch of characters is starting back on comic narrative, right? Yeah. So you're watching old videos right now because I have to finish these. Yeah, these cards for Marvel, and so I was like, I gotta finish this, otherwise it's just not gonna happen. And, you know, they need to be in the mail tomorrow, so since I don't want to get up all hellaciously early in the morning, we're doing them now. But I've got, was it 4 more? I think. I got 4 more slots left. So, with that. And I'm working on the story behind the scenes anyway. So I've got 20. I have the issue 0 already scripted, and it's already scripted, and I've thumbnailed it out. So that's ready to go. I just haven't drawn on it because, like I said, I wanted to wait until I had all the characters done. So that one's done, and I have the first 20 pages of the first issue done. Scripted and thumbnailed out. So yeah, story's coming soon, very, very soon. Hopefully no later than you know, this month you'll start seeing me work on actual pages. And what I've decided to do is draw them traditionally, ink and color them digitally. And then if I really want to get adventurous, I can print them out and then, you know, marker it so that I have a markered version as well. That's only if I'm feeling crazy. I think I'd be an okay computer game designer. That's what I've been programming in the first place. I've done too much. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Yep. Yeah, so I want to make sure that by convention time, because of my first convention, I believe. Ooh, when is my first convention? Is it in February? My first convention's in February, and so I want to make sure that I have at least issue 0. Right? Like, I want to make sure I have issue 0 done. Then I can be like, oh yeah, and then we're gonna be doing we'll be doing whatchamacallit, we'll be doing the first issue Kickstarter soon. So that's the idea, is to go ahead and have, like I said, issue 0 really soon. So because the conventions I went to this year, I had so many people that are like, okay, where's the book? Can I buy the book? I'm like, it's not out yet. And they're like, this isn't the book, because I had a sketchbook, right, like a concept book of characters and sketches and stuff. And they're like, so this isn't the book. I'm like, no. When's the book coming out? Oh, it's coming. Well, when's it coming out? When's it coming out? I'm like, all right. It's coming, man. It's coming. So can't go back to conventions and then not have anything. I think I'd be in trouble if that were the case. People were like, yo, I've been waiting and you still don't have anything. You can't do that. Can't do that. I think we're gonna have to contact Skip. He hasn't stopped by in a while. See how he's doing. What color eyes does he have? Yellow? Okay. Yellow eyes. Just marigold. I'm still here, just lurking. Making a helmet. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Oh. There we go. One left. One left. Who is this? Oh, it's that guy. I'm like, who is this character? Oh, that's who it is. One left. Oh, that's too dark. too light. Double check to make sure you drew the correct character. Well, these don't have any characters on them. Unlike the ones that had named cards, these do not. I always thought it was dumb when they did that. Like, hey, we've named the characters. Like, why? You're making stuff hard. Stop making stuff hard. I don't want to draw that character. I can never tell you about cards anymore. You just don't let that go. But what's funny is that that's a triumph for me, man. And it got approved, so... I'm like, it's not... I don't feel the embarrassment. There are times you don't want to name things. It keeps giving the pigs... Yeah, you don't want to do that. I mean, like I said, like, Bakia, you gotta give that one to me. Like, come on. I own that. I was like, that was me. Like, I showed pro status. Does everyone know what Bakia is talking about? I don't know if everyone does. One of the rare times where I actually showed the cards on stream because I screwed up so bad. Good times. It's a super late day too, wasn't it late? Like, it was like the last card I was working on, and it was all late. Forget. I was like, yeah, it was it was a rough day in the first place. I was like, why am I still awake? Oh, that's right, I have this deadline I need to finish. One of the things that always made me laugh when I was at Norfolk State was, we had these reviews that we had to do, right? Like any company, right? And they made it, or at least when I first got there, you know, their performance review was based on us writing papers and doing like performances and stuff like that. But I was like, I'm here as a graphic designer. We don't do performances, and I don't do gallery shows. Right? Like there's no gallery show for graphic designers. And so we had worked out, it's like, well, you, for being a visual artist, you'll be judged on the pieces, like how many pieces, like there's a certain number that I had to hit, right? And any visual artist had to hit that number. And I was like, all right, well, what's that number? Right? And they're like, well, in a year, you should be able to hit 10 pieces, 10 professional, style pieces. And I was like, okay, so any published, and they're like 10 either in a gallery or 10 published works. So I was like, published. That's all you want, right? You just want published work. And they're like, yes. So when that review came in, when that first review came in and they're like, okay, how many works did you do? I was like, in this year, I have done 568 professional published pieces. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm a commercial artist. I'm not a fine artist. We do work all the time. I'm like, I got a set from Marvel where I had to do 100 pieces that had to get approved and published by Marvel. So, yeah, this is dumb. It made me laugh so much because I was like, you sure? You sure that's what you want? Blue. Should put in an orange. Oh, do we have fluorescent orange? What's this? What color is this? I have no idea. It's dark orange. We should do a real light orange though. Nah, we'll do this. Whatever. Whatever. I can feel the end. It's so close. Horrible! Come on! And done. T-minus 30 minutes and done. Booyah! Move all these markers over here because I'm lazy. Oh. Now comes the fun part. Gotta sign the back of all these. I didn't even do any half faces this time. People are gonna be like, who is this person? Where are my half faces? I'm still running around. Oh, I might make it. I might win this time. Yes. I've won. Boo, nothing. I have won. I'm like, come on, man. I just finished. Finished these cards. They should give me a win. Like I said, now all I'm doing is signing everything. So you said you're working on a helmet. What helmet you working on? You putting other people ahead of me too? Still? That what's going on? It's Sidonia. Before you. Seems like you sure have a whole lot of commission. No. I don't know from the Knights of Sidonia. I don't know that. Was it a show or is it an actual? You're like, no, this is an actual historical knight set. Oh, it's an anime? Okay. Is it cool? Excuse me. Kind of basic. Surprised you're not working on your Shark Dagachis, considering the convention is 11 days away. Is Robin coming to that one? Why the hell do we have Anthony's? Yeah, she'll be there. Will she be set up or is she just coming to hang out with you? Oh, nice. Okay. And that's the last one. Bam. Done. Who finished? I finished. Stupid box. Let's see. Who am I supposed to spend cents to? Okay. Okay. Anyway, now just gotta scan them up, send them out. Alright, now let's check to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, like right here. Okay, we'll touch that up. Touch you up. Yeah, touch that black up. Oops. It's like, kind of looks like I'll be touching up some of these blacks though. Touch up some of the blacks real quick, just because. It's like, just because I'm a good person. I'm being nice to the people who don't deserve it. So what I'm doing right now is what I call the Bakia treatment. And this is, I'm doing more work than I really have to. Like, it's good enough the way it is, but it's like, nah, we're gonna make this really good. So nobody can complain about it. Bakia treatment. Like I said, if you haven't seen the quality of work that Single Digit has, Single Digit Studios has, I'm telling you, you are missing out. I wish I had more money so I can commission him more. Cause I need some weapons in my life. I call it noodling. I understand that. Like I said, we're just making it look pretty now. You transform it into a bigger word like Kia. Oh, do you like it, sir? Big amazing. Oh my goodness. Only 18 minutes left. Okay. We will finish this. Noodling and all. This I want to fix here. Pens are hard to prime. Oh, really? I wonder which ones you got. I got some from Sharpie, like the paint pens from Sharpie. I really like them, actually. Was surprised. Well, then again, I really only use the black ones because I use it when I'm doing my window drawings, and they're really cool. You know. But I've used one before. It was red. It really didn't give me what I needed. Like, it was, because it wasn't really red. In the end, it turned out like pink. And I was like, that's not what we're looking for. So are you saying you just have a lot to prime? It's not necessarily that it's really hard, it's just you got a lot of them to... Like, I just have a lot to prime. Artista. Oh my goodness. Look, I completely understand because I keep buying markers. So I understand. It's like completely understand. Always on the search, right? And you're just like, oh, well, I wonder if these will be good. Especially when you start finding new ones. Just like, wait, who are these people? Nerds. Whatever, man. Oh my goodness, this one had too much black. Okay, going into all these filament. There you go. I'm pretty sure if we had JR in here, you'd be talking just like it. Just like us. Like, I got them all. Anything you need, I got you. Add some color. I thought I was done. 5 crates. I don't know if that's enough for him. How many 3D printers do you have? Now that I think about it. What's the total right now? Right? Here. It's a lot of printers, man. Where do you guys keep all your stuff? Like, I've seen your place. Like, where do you keep things? Storing them outside. Okay. All right. Like, Like, you storing them outside or something? Because it's a lot. And I know that, I know that your wife has a lot of stuff. So I'm like, where in the world is all that stuff? I'll keep in that. Like, so there, stairs, does that mean the first floor ceiling is constantly shifting? Ah. Oh, really? Nice. I think now that the family is completely upgraded on computers, it might be time to do a new studio tour with all the new computers in the house. Lost your cool. Six minutes. Might even be able to get all the noodling done, as our one and only single digit calls it. I like the fawns. Oh. Chobrook, thank you for that subscription over on YouTube. Thank you so very much. I gotta check my Streamlabs. It seems like my time is short on that one, so I want to make sure that we extend that a little bit. Good to know. Good to know. All right. As many 3D sources. Yes. Alright, let's see. With 4 minutes left, we can do this. It's the last one. Last one to put in all, to re-put in the black, the spot blacks. It's funny because it's a point of contention for a lot of artists, like sketch artists and stuff, like commission artists and all that stuff, because they're like, well, when I inked it I put in all the black, right? But then I had to erase, right? I had to erase to get all the pencil lines and stuff out. when I did that, the ink faded. And what's funny is, like, with commissions, right, you're supposed to wait. Like, the whole idea is that you let the ink set for like 24 hours. But, you know, when you're doing commissions at a convention, you don't exactly have that ability, right? And so they're like, do you go back over and ink it again? I'm like, well, what I generally do is I only ink over the spot blacks, right? Because those show the most of how it's faded. The thinner lines, most people don't even notice. Don't even notice. 3 minutes. Okay. We're gonna run the last battle royale of the night. I mean, rig it. And bam, 2 minutes. Got the whole thing done. Oh, dropped my Sharpie and everything. Bam, bam, bam. Let's do it. Run it. Feel like the battle royale is missing something. Folding chair. Wow. I don't know why, but it walked right past AG just to fight single digit. Yeah, we gotta find out why. I gotta figure out why Miss Ebony is not part of it. I exploded. Hating. Yup. Mandala picks up the win. Time's up. I finished. I got it all in. We got a nice little thing. I am supreme. Got it all in. Finished this up. Tomorrow we'll be finishing up, you know, our guy, the Oni Ninja. We're finishing him up, and we're just gonna keep going. So Wednesday. Hope to win. So thank you guys so very much. As always, thanks for hanging out, keeping it fun, listening to me dream about making a convention and giving back to the community. And allowing me to run old videos and do my sketch cards. But yeah, next stream, so on Wednesday, we'll be right back to doing digital characters so that we can actually get to these comics. So thank you very much. Remember, born a ninja, die a ninja. I have pens to go. Should we raid anybody? Can we see if anyone's there? Night. Yeah, the only person I would actually raid is College. Remember College? Pakia? But he's playing video games. So, we're just gonna say goodnight. Have a good night. Get some rest. Make some pens. Do some printing. fix my avatar. I gotta fix your avatar. So awesome. All right. Well, I will see you guys on Wednesday, I hope. And hopefully we will have Miss Ebony's avatar fixed. All right. See you guys later. You are awesome.